Welcome to News Insights. Guys, Edo State always bubbling.
Yes.
Okpebholo demand to meet at this time.
Because you people are always like at
They are known for so many wrong things.
Yeah.
They are the people that can fly at the age of 9
At the age of 9.
They don't need,
You were born here, you grew up here, you are part of us, you are flying. The first flight you took to London, what was it? He was broom. Okay, so the drama between PDP and APC continues.
Yes.
The other last time we heard the people that were supposed to come and give evidence that there was the court, they said their vehicle, the broom fell down.
At Logoja.
and they couldn't
get to the
First
court.
of all, Philip, I mean, the movement of the tribunal itself
Yes.
to Abuja.
You know, we talked about it.
We talked about it. A lot of people say, oh, why are you scared? You know, APC has no game in it. After all, even though the tribunal had decided on anything at Edo State, the appeals and all of that stuff were still going to come to Abuja eventually. Yes. That there's no game in it. You know, but at the end of the day, we are still having...
The game is showing now. It's getting clearer.
It's getting
Wherein witnesses that were supposed to walk from their house to the tribunal,
Now
they couldn't travel to Abuja to give evidence. And those things.
So now, Okpebholo closing his case called a witness. The witness agreed that there was actually overvoting, but it was reported and it was removed from
the unit.
In the unit, you know. So right now, we don't know where the other opposition will go and the witness for them to call. That's where the case is right now. Okafo.
Yeah, as it is, you know, even the laws that we make, they are still black and white as ordinary paper until the judge pronounces it as a law.
Yeah.
You know, essentially it is what the judge pronounces that is the law, not what the lawmakers make. What the lawmakers make is my own interpretation of it, your interpretation of it. But what the judge pronounces becomes the state interpretation of it. And as it is, PD people are kind of smiling for victory that they presented their evidences and cases of overvoting across many units, that APC was only able to bring in one witness who admitted that in the unit where he voted that there was overvoting, only that it was also cancelled. So as a matter of fact, a cancelled vote need not form a subject of election
Basis of
tribunal, except it's sufficiently in percentage presented in such a way that it can affect the outcome of the election.
Which it didn't affect because it was not counted.
Yes,
and the results were...
on the other side, people are saying, oh, why will APC just bring defense for only one unit? Knowing that PDP is talking about overvoting across all spectrum.
So to their own knowledge.
Yeah, to their own knowledge.
That was the only
let
unit.
me finish.
Okay.
PDP we are alleging a full-fledged spectrum overvoting.
Yeah.
That APC decided to bring in one person who now admitted there was overvoting in only unit they decided to bring witness for. I mean, if you were accused for doing something wrong for, say, 10 places, and you want to bring in witness, you want to bring in witnesses that will say, oh, we didn't do anything wrong, even in as much of the places, okay? In so many of the, at least the greater proportion of the places, say 8 or 7 or so, to show that we didn't do anything wrong. You understand? Had it been the subject of a PDP suit, it was only for this one unit.
Yes.
You understand? PDP would have gone home.
Okay, so what you are saying is that
now,
they should have also brought witness that will say there was
they
nothing
don't have
wrong
to
with this
defend,
unit.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
So that's why they did
They
not.
don't have to. Yeah, they don't have to. But you know, that's why I say they don't have to. So, but they decided. That's why it's their decision.
Yes.
They don't have to.
Yes.
You know, they decided to bring only one, and that one said there was overvoting.
But it was attended to.
You know, political noise. How it goes.
But it was attended
It was
to.
attended to.
And it was removed.
I think there's a genius for them. There must be knowledge or wisdom.
We said it's a theater of
There must be.
So we are
There must
watching.
be a reason for them not to bring.
We are watching.
Let's watch them.
Philip, PDP, APC in Edo State.
Yes, you know, it's interesting. You know, like he said, until a pronouncement is made, we can only assume and say what we feel it should be. You know, the lawyers, they know how to do their job. For the legal team of Okpebholo to choose to call a witness, just a witness for all the allegations.
And his car didn't get bad in local
and closes his case. It doesn't get bad in local because they are the and closes his case based on the weakness of that witness.
Yes.
He may have, done his homework. He know what he's doing. But the truth remains that it is a sad day for this country that we are going through this route. The other day, INEC could not call a witness to substantiate their case before the Edo Tribunal. Yesterday, it was Okpebholo who called one witness who said, "Oh, yes, there was overvoting in my unit. I think what falls Unit 7 of Usen, and that it was reported, and it was the returning officer of APC, and it was cancelled. And the deputy governor, Dennis Dausa, came out to say he doesn't know why PDP should be laboring themselves over what has been attended to. But again, we don't know the wisdom behind the PDP lawyer for including, if at all, because this is said by the APC, if at all it was attended to and cancelled, what is the wisdom of the PDP lawyer of including it in their petition? We don't know. So all we are saying here is all speculation because we don't have the details. Okay? So having said that, it is sad day, like I said, that this country, we still do election. After our election, we rely on the court to pronounce who is the
governor
elected.
or the now there is something that just came to my mind. The only time we saw reversal of electoral process, either by going back to the polls or by saying, like in the case of Oshomole, and versus the other one that was made governor in Edo State. We've also seen some likes around the country, and that was during Yaradua's time. And
BJ's time to Peter B and co. Peter B was
even Amechi.
Amechi. Those were what's it called?
Yaradua's time.
Agreed,
yes.
That is the only man that said, I believe in the rule of law. He didn't play party politics. He played what was good for Nigeria. Are you sure we will still see things like that?
Yeah, I'm very hopeful of our nation. That's the only one we have. I'm very, 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 very hopeful that Nigeria will one day get it right. But things that will happen for us to decide to get it right, I don't know. Maybe we won't just get it right continuing this way. Maybe something has to happen. Something has to distort the system in some form for us to decide to get it right.
So what sorry sir,
Yeah.
what happened to the judiciary that at that time the rule of law was being practiced and they were saying,
Let me say it. Judiciary doesn't, in as much as they are among those that I blame very well, but the blame is enough to go around. They don't function in isolation. And he has always said this, in as much as I believe there are more to it, I think that can be expanded on. That one good head
would set everything right.
But why I'm a believer of a system is that the good head can die today. You go back to where you're coming from, and it's nonsense.
Which
you
happened
just
to
mentioned
Yaradua.
so that's why I believe in system. I believe in institution. I believe in so that even we don't have good head, the system will flush him away. Do you understand? So I'm a believer of strong system. In as much as I believe one good head will do a lot. One good head should create system.
Yes.
Not just
And the system will
not just everything revolving around
it. Yes.
If you find a good head to build a system, and even Yaradua lived long enough, maybe he would have built a system. Do you understand? And I've always said it's wrong for three persons to sit on a table and decide who wins election.
That was the vote that
court
was
should
casted.
not have power to decide who wins election. They should have power to decide whether this electoral process was in order or not. If it's not in order, they will go back to the field.
Philip,
Yes.
back to you. Is there hope?
There's hope because this is the only nation we have. Some time ago, Ghana was in a worse situation. That's why we come by the word Ghana must go. They were all over Africa, especially in Nigeria. There comes one good head who now built the Ghana institution, and that's
J.J. Rowling.
J. Rowling, Captain Rowling. And you see what is happening in Ghana today. You can't compare Ghana to Nigeria as it is today. Today, it is sometime a year ago, 2 years ago, Ghana were asking Nigeria to leave their country. The reverse was the case.
Even till now.
So what he said, I agree with him. We need a good head who will build a system that will work. Yes. And that's why we are clamoring for the good head, because without good head, the system cannot be built.
It still cannot build itself.
You understand? So in this country, yes, there's hope. One day, like he said, we don't even know how it's going to happen. But somehow, there will be something that will happen that will distort the system, that will make the country to reinvent itself. That's my greatest belief.
During this APC government, we are not against APC, that's the truth.
Of course.
But you know, this APC, we just say APC, it's human beings that are inside this APC.
Uh-huh.
It's during this time we saw an elected governor, Ehedioha, removed from his seat, and a number 4 person was brought in.
Supreme Court governor.
number 3 or number 4,
Number 4
was brought in. That's why I asked this question. Is there hope?
At the end of the Judiciary was also involved.
Was involved. So this APC enclave, are they killing the judiciary?
Well,
or the judiciary is allowed themselves to
it
be
didn't
used?
start now. Though we are not making we are no longer making reference to this now because it has been amicably settled. The case, the book written by Deleforo to me on judiciary didn't start from APC.
No.
From PDP.
Yes.
The truth remains that the democracy we have now, there is no real difference between PDP and APC.
Yes.
These are people who believe, it's our time to loot, it's our time to steal. Let it go around. So you people have been stealing for a while. Let us give to this set of people. You understand? And people are getting tired of APC style.
And some people move to APC to join in the looting.
Exactly.
So,
who are those that actually form APC? Go and check the whole thing. So it's the same Nigeria. You can't remove APC from the Nigerian. So we have to decide to move forward.
Will you advise, just in 1 minute, a losing candidate to go to court? Will you advise?
in as much as I will not advise if there's a level playing ground. But again, even if he goes to court, how is he sure he's going to get justice? So for me, it's a lose-lose, not a win-win for him. Because if you can't get yourself declared in Nigeria, forget it.
So just get yourself declared.
Yes.
Well, my 2 guys said there's hope. We are positive. There is hope.
1 minute, sorry. Let me throw this thing in. If we can have a situation where somebody who is declared will not resume office until the court matter is settled, that would have been better. Not you allow the person to resume. Now he's government.
But there are no provision for who becomes.
That's what I'm saying. We need to talk about it. So
that one is a constitutional matter.
Yes. Even electoral act can.
Electoral act can solve that problem.
Can solve that problem. You don't need to go to constitution.
All they need to do is to say, okay, 2027 May,
yes,
there will be new president.
Yes.
Conduct your election in early 2026.
Yes. Which
and
will do all the
cases, cases till May 2027.
Yes.
And that will be it.
That solves it.
It's still news inside. We'll be right back.